justice for Oedipus. Is Oedipus guilty or already free from his accusers? To prove Oedipus' innocence against his crimes in killing his father and being married to his mother, as his innocence can be considered, another claim would be to convince those who oppose him, to show empathy for him, and lastly, to make people understand that he is a victim of unruly and selfish beings. Can all the claims stand for his freedom? Is he a victim of circumstances? A man whose intentions are pure, subjected to crimes that he did not wish to commit. The man subjected has proven himself an upright person for the good deeds he had done for the people. Even if the cost is to put his very life on the line for the sake of others. When he was told the prophecy that he would kill his father and marry his mother, he went to exile just to save the mother and father. He knew, not knowing, that it would lead to a series of unfortunate events that brought him great agony throughout the rest of his life. How could such a man do such heinous crimes, like killing? If you were in a situation wherein your very life was threatened, what would you do? Would you fight back and leave to tell the tale, or let yourself fall victim to death? References say that King Laius struck Oedipus first, he who did not show any hostility to them. However, they did to him. A threatened man defending himself could never be blamed or count as a crime, even if it is to kill for one's own sake. If the fate of man was prophesied by the gods, will the man remain at fault? Why would the man bear such punishment when he was given a life that he has no control of? He might have disobeyed the order of the gods, avoiding to make the prophecy to be a thing. Though acknowledge that gods are still gods, they will always be most powerful beings no mere mortal can ever defeat. He grew knowing that his adoptive parents were his legitimate ones. Therefore, it is not the man's fault for killing thy real father and marrying thy real mother. For the prophecy had told him no information of his biological parents. Indeed, he might not have any resemblance or any similar traits to his assumed parents, but he did not bother to question them about it, for they have been good to him and showed him a love of a parent to their children that made him think that they are really his parents. Was he to blame for loving his mother as his wife? Going back to his story, he saved Thebes from the Sphinx, a mythical creature who reduced the population of Thebes and a terror to its people. The only way to slay the beast is to answer his riddle, which many have failed and suffered death for answering wrong. Oedipus successfully got the correct answer. Hence, the Sphinx killed itself. The people of Thebes, as a gesture of gratitude, offered the throne to him. But to do that, he must marry Queen Jocasta, which is his mother. No, it is not his fault for marrying his mother and accumulating the throne for two reasons. First, who would refuse to be a king? Who would refuse to be rich and powerful? If someone would say no, then other people would disagree, for it is an opportunity that only comes once in a lifetime. In retrospect, it's like winning a lottery, and you would be a fool not to accept your winning. Second, he did not know that the woman he is going to marry is his real mother. If he knew that the price of the throne is sleeping with his mother, he would have disagreed. Blind justice states that the law is impartial or objective. Justice is often depicted with a blindfold. Hence, it does not pick whose side it's on. For only the truth will prevail, those who are right, free from being accused, and those who are victims are rid of their oppressors. Twisted words and false truths weeds justice of its blindfold, just like what happened to Oedipus. Misconducts that he is not responsible of are deeply pressed against him, even if he is not the oppressor. The fact that he is not aware that he is an orphan makes him innocent. The manipulation of the gods over his and his family's life shifts the blame from him to the gods. However, it is impossible, for they are omnipotent beings, and mere humans are no match against their judgment. We have stated facts that will prove his innocence, and that his accusers are wrong about him, and to bring the ungiven justice to Oedipus' story, the blind justice that he deserves.